Hey guys, I'm Chris. It's my boy Eli. We are starting a podcast from scratch for mental health. Uh, General conversations about what we're going through. We're going to talk about things that we've been through, and just try to help the general public and just sharing and relating and being a part of things together. And maybe even being able to help a couple people along the way. That's really the goal, is to um help people and make people feel good and kind of maybe even give some advice. We're not therapists, we're not clinicians, we're not doctors or psychologists or anything like that. We're just a couple of guys who've been through a whole bunch of crazy stuff. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. What a great time to start this. This is something that I've been talking about doing for a long time. I have no idea how to do it. So really figuring this thing out like a little kid or something. Definitely don't know what I'm doing with a computer or anything like that, but that's why I got my boy Eli here to help me with all that stuff. So to kick things off, man, where to start? Uh, my name's Chris. I'm 36 years old. Starting over, starting my life pretty much from scratch. Um, don't got to get too specific, but I've been home for about a year. I was incarcerated for 7 years and just came home a year ago. And it's been a great year. I love my life. I am definitely thankful. I have a brand new perspective and outlook on everything for the first time in my life. So a little bit about my history is that I've come from a long past of mental health issues ranging from suicide, depression, anxiety, panic attacks. I mean, you name it. I've been through it. Some close calls, but I'm still here. I made it, right? And so that's a blessing because I've got a lot of friends and a lot of people, a lot of close people in my life that didn't make it. So, um, been through a lot. Been through the drugs, the rehabs, the crazy situations, and there's so much to talk about. And I hope that eventually I can help to inspire someone or just kind of go through it with someone. I think everybody's got some mental health stuff going on. I think at the root of all addiction and um, drugs, alcohol, and things like that, there's always mental health issues that are the underlying issues, right? And it doesn't need to be so um, I don't know the right word, like clinical. It doesn't. We're not here to diagnose anybody or talk about medication or anything like that. Like this is just open dialogue and sharing and and helping. Like how can we help each other, right? How can I help you and how can you help me too? Because I need it just as much as the next person. I go to therapy once a week when she doesn't cancel on me, and I just use it for the outlet that it is. um, but I want this to be an outlet for everyone. I want this to be an outlet for millions and millions of people. um, I'm a little nervous, so I get a little sidetracked, but please don't mind me and please bear with me. I want this to be a long journey from start to end, and see how long it lasts and see how many people we can help and see what it's like. So I think that this is the very first test pilot episode of this. And I right now am going through the craziest thing to start this off. And so I just had to try to utilize it and make this thing into a life um, lesson here because it's so powerful what just happened in my life. Um,
Before you get into that, I'm just gonna introduce myself in general. I'm Eli. I'm Chris's friend. We were actually incarcerated together. I was incarcerated for 7 years. I've been home since July, so it's about 9 months. I haven't been home a year yet. But like Chris, I've gone through my struggles. Especially being incarcerated, I was pretty crazy. And even outside of that, just life issues, relationships. That was a big thing for me. Anger was a big thing for me. And I'm also starting my life from scratch. I'm in New York, just trying to take things one day at a time. Um, like Chris said, I'm not like here to get clinical or judgmental at all. We've just been through a lot, and we want to share our experiences and have um, have others share their experiences too. But we're gonna just talk, me and Chris, and Chris has been telling me a little bit about what what news he has that is pretty life changing. It's incredible, and so yeah, I just wanted to introduce myself.
Cool.
So
That was
what's
good.
going on with you, Chris?
Thank you for doing that because you know I won't stop. Um, yeah, so for years now I wanted to do the DNA ancestry thing. I wanted to find out more of my heritage and my nationalities and stuff. So I've had this ancestry kit sitting here for months and months since July 24th of 2025. Today's what? Today's May 2nd, 2026, right? So it's been for a long time. It's just been sitting there. A couple weeks ago, I got fired for the dumbest thing in the world. Side note. And I decided to submit the DNA test finally, and the results came back yesterday, and unfortunately, I found out that my dad is not my dad. Right? So 36 years old, and I was just looking to see if I was Irish or Italian or whatever. And instead I did find out I'm a whole bunch of stuff. And then I also found out that I have a different dad. Um so
Different
that was
than the one that you really thought was your dad.
yeah, yeah.
And what's going on with the person that you thought was your dad?
So the person I thought was my dad uh passed away long, long time ago. He's never really been a part of my life. He died when I was a baby. But his mother, my grandma Shirley, has always been a part of my life. She passed away in 2015, but Grandma Shirley was my whole world. And so, yeah, man, 36 years old and just finding something like that out on a regular day is nuts. And it's scary, really, like, it's not it's wild, it's really, really shocking. My thing is that, for me, it doesn't really matter so much because I never really had a dad around anyway. I had a, stepdad or 2, but it was whatever. So it doesn't really make that much of a difference, to me. But
You're handling it well.
I'd say so. I think I'm trying. There's not really much to be done about it, right? So yeah, obviously like could reach out and speak or whatever, who knows where it could go and what it could turn into. Even if it turns into nothing, I'm okay with that too. I'm not, you know, I don't know. I'm dealing with it. I just found this out yesterday. So it's I don't know, man. It's a weird feeling at my age, I guess, but I totally believe in timing. Right? And like God's timing is like he knows what he's doing. Like he knows exactly what he's doing and it's always at the exact right moment. So I had that test in there for a year and I didn't touch it and all of a sudden I did it and I think that the timing of that was so insane. And it was right when I was ready to handle it, right? And so um I spoke to my mom about it and I'm sure mom don't want it everywhere, but I just want to use it to help. I want to use it to let people know that these things you're going to go through stuff your whole entire life. Like your whole entire life it doesn't end. So you got to just be able to handle it. You've got to be able when these moments come up it's like what in the world do you do? Uh it is what it is, right? So I can laugh about it. I definitely cried about it a little bit last night in the shower, but it was good and needed. Um And that's all right. I had conversation with my mom, and we spoke about it, and it is what it is, and just gonna go with it. Reach out and see what comes of it, and who knows.
So you want to meet him?
Yeah, I'd be down. Yeah, I'd super be into that. Not to be like, "Hey, dad," or anything like that, but that's the guy who made me, right? Like that's where I come from. That's who I am. That's half of me. So why wouldn't I? Right? Just to meet him, just like a regular old person, but it don't got to be nothing crazy. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Hopefully he'll want to meet me. Who knows, right? Who knows? This guy's 65 years old now, so he's retired. Um, who knows what the guy's got going on in his life, but um, I think I'm pretty cool, so he'd probably get a kick out of me. But you know, and that's something that I want to share. That I think that's like a crazy first episode or first trial run of this podcast or whatever this turns into. Um, I just want everybody to watch it. I want everybody to feel something from it, and I want people to be able to share and talk. And I don't know if there's a way for people to jump on here with us. I don't know what, you know what I'm saying, but I want to be able to dialogue with people in comments or whatever. I want to be able to talk to people if people are just needing somebody to talk to. That's not a therapist, and it's not parent. Somebody so outside the box and so realistic, and we can do that. We have great conversations back and forth. Um, you know, and this is what I want to do. I want to help people, and I want to. Not only do I want to help people, I want to help
Spread
people
awareness.
help people. I want to keep it like going and going and going. You know what I'm saying? And I want this to blow up, and I want this to be a thing that people talk about. I hope that it's really awesome for people. So, that's just the tip of the iceberg. This me finding out about my dad at 36 years old. Like, we've been through so much. So that's my story for today. Um,
Did we mention
and
that May is Mental Health Awareness Month?
I
Did we?
think we said it in the beginning. I'm not sure, but it definitely is. It definitely is Mental Health Awareness Month, and what a perfect time to do something like this and try and start. Like, this is the beginning, and I hope it's the beginning of something so cool. Um, and real, man. I just want it to be real for everybody, and there's no age groups, there's no money brackets, there's just real people. Like, this is just real people um talking, and just there's no judgment here. This is super judgment free. There is no room to judge, and there's none of that'll be ever a thing. This is just like a totally safe space. And listen, some people don't need to go to drug and alcohol counseling. People don't need to go to a therapist. Sometimes people just need to talk. Sometimes people just need a friend. Sometimes people just need somebody cool with an ear, with some advice, who's been through it, who knows what they're talking about, right? And can speak from that experience. And so there's me and you, and then we both have a bunch of friends outside around us that are incredible people who've been through insane amount of things. There's no walk of life that we don't really know about, except the rich people. The super rich people got a different walk of life that we don't know about. But one day maybe we'll be driving all the fancy cars and the big houses, right? So, but man, this isn't you know, I want it to be for everybody. This has to be for everybody. And I think it's going to be super beneficial. Me and Eli, while incarcerated together, we also were in a bunch of programs together. We took a bunch of programs together. We were co-lead facilitators for several programs. We were both on the board, the committee for the Rehabilitation Through the Arts program. Oversaw the entire program in the jail, in the prison, and all the different workshops. It was pretty sweet. Met a lot of incredible people. We were literally in a play. So the play is up on YouTube. I have no idea how to find it. It's super bad, but it's so funny. We all worked so hard on this play for months and months and months. We worked so hard, and these people that recorded it, they just totally butchered it, and the superintendent didn't let us have much of anything, and it was just you know it looked so goofy on YouTube seeing it, but man, we were in a whole different world doing it, and it was pretty incredible. So me and Eli got some history together of um, definitely leading some groups, facilitating and doing some stuff. So it'd be great to make this into something. I want everybody to be a part of it, and I hope everybody listens. I don't want to make this too long, so I'm good. I'm gonna let Eli wrap it up, and we'll wrap it up for the first trial run ever of this.
I think we wrapped it up pretty good. I think that your story today was a good starting point for what could be happening in people's lives that you don't even know about. You just don't even know what's going on in somebody's life and how they're acting or just how they're going about their day. Working, you can be at work and you just don't know what somebody just when is going through. Um, but yeah, that's a great. It is a good starting point for the episode. Again, we don't really know how far it'll go or how people will receive it, but we're pretty sure that people want to hear something that's real and something that's about something that they can relate to. So with that, I mean, we can wrap it up.
I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Hopefully that's good. All right.
I will be coming again with another episode soon. This is just
Absolutely. We got a consistency. We're gonna be super consistent with this. We're just gonna talk and dialogue, and it's just gonna be, we're gonna talk, and hopefully we can get some people to join in and share their lives with us, and uh tell some stories, man. There's no reason to be ashamed about anything. There's no reason to hide about anything. You've got to embrace everything that you are, everything that you've been through. That's what makes us us at the end of the day, right? So we can't it is what it is, right? And we just got to go and make our lives incredible and do everything that life has to offer. There's so much freedom. There's so much beauty in the world and in people that you got to focus on that stuff. You got to pay attention and hone in to that stuff. Life is too short to be angry and sad, and I get it. We've been there, horribly, horribly, horribly. I can assure everyone, the worst feelings imaginable.
yeah,
So, but we're okay. We're alive and we live to see another day, and there's nothing that nobody can't get through. You're meant to be right where you are, and because if you weren't, then you'd be somewhere else, wherever you're meant to be. So you're right where you're supposed to be, and you can as corny as it sounds, right? I guess you can do it, right? You can do anything, really. So, and if you want to help people and you want to make people happy and you want to share love and respect and positivity and encouragement and like just make people do good, you do good, make you do good and help others along the way. That's the goal here. So, I'm excited for this and I hope it's something really cool. I just want it to be something really cool.
yeah. And thank you for those who tuned in. Thank you for those who have watched and want to receive it and want to be a part of it. Share it, like it, subscribe to our channel, and we'll have more stuff to come.
No doubt. No doubt. Later, folks.